Star Tours is currently closed for refurbishments at the Disneyland Resort. Since we now have Galaxy's Edge, a lot of fans have theorized maybe they would move Star Tours into Galaxy's Edge or just get rid of the ride altogether.
I want to know why it's here.
Yes, sir. Here, now.
It would open up a lot of space in Tomorrowland for a brand new experience for Disneyland. And because Star Tours is closed, this has actually heavily affected Star Traders. Half of the store isn't even Star Wars merch anymore. Star Traders is still a staple here at Tomorrowland. It is basically the main gift shop in Tomorrowland. So welcome aboard back to Always Believe. Join our flight crew today. We're gonna go explore to check out what is new inside the shop because there is new Star Wars merch still here today.
This is the Star Speeder 1000.
Stop right there. I know you have a spy on you.
Well, as you can see, flight crew, the traffic flow through the shop really is significantly less right now. The biggest traffic flow is the projection on the top. This is actually a fun thing. This is a continuation of the ride. You can see this as you get onto Star Tours. I would love to see how the Imagineers pulled that effect off. Otherwise, it's pretty dead in here. I hope it doesn't mean that Star Tours is going to be disappearing anytime soon. It is still a favorite ride here for many, many guests at Tomorrowland. Let me know in the comments below, do you love Star Tours? Should they move Star Tours to Galaxy's Edge? Is that even possible, or should you just get rid of it in general? Now, even though we have Smuggler's Run, which is basically Star Tours to the extreme, one of the biggest successes and failures of Galaxy's Edge is that they made an immersive land for you to actually play Star Wars and live out your own adventure. But I've heard from some big fans that they don't actually want to do that. They just kind of want to chill, be told what to do, sit on the ride, and just have entertainment come to them. They don't want to create that entertainment for themselves. But personally, we live by the philosophy and always believe that you have to create that magic yourself. That magic's not necessarily just going to come to you. You have to go out and seek those things that you want to experience in your life. And you have to go on your own hero's journey sometimes. If you want to do something or achieve something, you have to go do it yourself. Nobody's just going to give things to you. Nobody's going to take you on this heroic journey besides us. We like to do that on Always Believe. We like to take you guys on these fun journeys to the park and play Star Wars. If you're somebody who's a little timid about doing that, that's okay. Maybe Star Tours is what you like more and you don't like Galaxy's Edge as much. So I always like to remind you, flight crew, when you come into Star Traders, look up. There is a full-size X-Wing hanging from the ceiling. There's also a classic UFO next to that, which I also love. I'm a big UFO fan. There's 2 UFOs in here. 3. Oh my gosh, 4. Oh my gosh. The X-Wing is under attack. I just realized that there's UFOs all throughout the store. But that's one of my favorite things. There's a lot of charm here in Star Traders. It's also very nice and air conditioned in here if you ever need to cool off when you're in Tomorrowland. So when you come in currently to the right of the entrance, usually this corner of the store has had a lot of Star Wars merch, but currently it's just the Disneyland 70th anniversary merch.
But in the corner, we do have the Disneyland 70th anniversary droid, which we still want to get. Once it goes on sale, we're going to pick one of these up. It is so pretty looking.
Well, this is a little more acceptable. They have some Fantastic Four merch here now in Star Traders as well. Like I said, this is the basically Tomorrowland shop. The Fantastic Four actually are here in Tomorrowland now, and it makes sense because of the mid-century vibe of the movie, and they're also not technically part of the Marvel timeline just yet. I'm sure that will change at some point. So they're kept separate at the moment from the rest of the Marvel characters over in Avengers Campus in California Adventure.
So there's some fun merch in here. We got Fantastic Four t-shirts. I really dig this classic collection of action figures from like the 60s, 70s. Nice Fantastic Four thermos. The hats are really awesome as well.
So this collection is over here at the exit for Space Mountain. When you get off Space Mountain, you can come right into it. Star Traders is another one of the main entrances actually kind of moving into the shop. And the Fantastic Four stage where you can do the traditional character meet and greet is actually right across from that. So, well, as much as Halloween is taking over Star Traders, this is very cool. This is still in-world for the shop. We have an R2 Butu 25. So Ashley already covered a lot of the Halloween merch here at Disneyland. If you go subscribe to her brand new channel at Whimsy with Ashley here on YouTube, you can see her day when she went and looked at all the Halloween merch. You notice one of the biggest changes right when you walk in is there's Halloween merch. Usually there's just a bunch of Star Wars merch and whatever the new collections are that are out. But not right now.
Luckily, we do have the Star Wars Halloween countdown calendar.
Wampa Vampire, candy bucket of Mando's head, a BB-8 pumpkin, Grogu as a mummy. It is Halloween time now, currently in Disneyland. It's Oogie Boogie Bash tonight in California Adventures. All their Halloween merch is out right now. You never know when you're going to buy something. That's something they traditionally do at Disneyland is put merch everywhere throughout the park. So if you're thinking about it, maybe you go to a new shop and you go, I'll grab those ears now, why not?
You can also pick up your key to Disneyland, which
we still have, I think, at least 2 or 3 more experiences before we find out what pin we actually got. Hopefully it's still Galaxy's Edge.
Actually see all the different locations, which I'm glad I'm filming this right now because now I'll know where to go to get the rest of them. Here we have some of the collections from earlier this year, Loungefly bags. This is celebrating Empire Strikes Back, which is the 45th this year. A lot of shirts, button-downs. This is Alice's favorite dress. We love this dress. She's such a big R2-D2 fan. So there's still a bunch of droid pieces here in the shop, and you can get your R2-D2 ears, if you R2-D2 jersey. We have a hat. We tried to get Alice, our daughter, to wear this one. She hasn't liked it just yet.
So I still really love this Han Solo Chewbacca mug. I eye it every time I come in, but Star Wars mugs are my thing. I have too many of them at this point.
So this is actually a new piece. This is similar to a collection that Ashley really liked, the sweatshirt she liked in the last video. But here's a t-shirt. I don't know what it says in Arabesh. I'm guessing it's May the Force be with you. It's a thinner shirt, but it's not too thin. But I do love the classic Star Wars logo the most. It is so cool how it looks in that shape. Star Wars and Arabesh underneath is really, really cool as well. Fun tank top with the X-Wings flying. That's also very retro fun. This is the Her Universe collection that was out earlier this year. It's still a really cool collection. But nothing new there.
I'm definitely not minding too much as a fan right now to have space to walk around and kind of relax a little bit. I'm gonna enjoy it while it is so spacious in here because I love this store and I love kind of just relaxing and chilling out and getting away from the big Disney crowds. I'm curious to know what they're actually doing for the refurbishment, if there's a new experience that's coming, because that is one of the things I do love about Star Tours is they can continually add new experiences for the different shows, for the different movies. And it's fun because they can kind of mix it up. There's no set timeline like Galaxy's Edge and Batuu has as much. I'll be honest though, obviously Galaxy's Edge is kind of being a little loose on their timeline now too.
So this is actually one of the new shirts I saw. I love this artwork. I do really love the retro look of this illustration work. And the all-over print is beautiful. And actually nicely for this being an all-over print shirt, sometimes those kind of materials are not very comfortable, but this one actually isn't too bad. It's very soft. It's absolutely gorgeous and kind of retro appeal of this look. This might actually be a retro Star Wars poster. I'll have to go look up online. But I'm definitely a fan of the ring neck kind of t-shirt, so this would be a buy for me if I didn't have too many shirts already from Heroes and Villains. I don't know if this is a bad sign or if it's just the time of year or just the time of day, but nobody is in line buying anything right now.
But that is just kind of the reality also for properties like Star Wars. There's an ebb and flow throughout the seasons of when new shows come out. People get excited, people want some more of that new show. I feel like that excitement for all properties goes up and down. Even Marvel, which was like the top of the mountain for so long, they kind of had a hard time for a while until more recently with some of their newer movies like Thunderbolts and like the Fantastic Four, they've started to do better again. I'll even admit personally, as a fan, I go through my own ebbs and flows of loving Star Wars to this extreme level, wanting to share it all with you guys here on Always Believe. And then I just need a break at some point because there's like too much of it. It gets too saturated in my mind. And I need a break. If that's relatable, let me know in the comments below. As a fan, do you need breaks from your fandoms too? Do you need breaks from Star Wars at times? Because I've gone through big periods of taking breaks. Honestly, I think my extreme passions for Star Wars for so many years was just because there was so little of it, and I've always talked about that on our channel. So Flight Crew, as you can see, this is traditionally where fans would be getting off of Star Tours and coming through the shop to go out to the other side of the shop, but currently it is closed. It is under refurbishment, as we've been saying, and it'll be opening hopefully end of September. Fingers crossed. Hey, Editing Brian here. Just want to let you guys know Star Tours is actually back open at the time of me posting this episode, which I waited a little too long. Star Tours is luckily back open for you guys to enjoy, but that doesn't change the fact that they could still just close Star Tours, and we have a lot of space that would be available in Tomorrowland if that ride was to close. They should just make Galaxy's Edge all the Star Wars in Disneyland.
R2-D2. Oh, even R2-D2's taking a break. R2-D2? What happened to R2-D2? What? He'll be back. I think he's just napping. He's gonna charge up. Whoa. I always have to keep my eye on her. She can turn these lightsabers on so easily.
She is definitely my daughter. She is chosen wisely with the Anakin Luke lightsaber. Dad, do it? You gonna light it up? Oh no! Even though Star Traders is empty, it is still a lot of fun to come in here and play, especially with Alice on our daddy-daughter day together hanging out at Disneyland.
And they have the mini lightsabers that you can build. We built 2 of these ourselves, but now they have a Kylo Ren version and the classic Luke Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, or just traditionally the Skywalker lightsabers.
And if you can't make your way over to Galaxy's Edge to build lightsaber, you can still build a classic plastic lightsaber that still lights up. It's still fun. Those are what we had before we had the cool lightsabers, so those are still available here.
See? She's happy. all this space to do her R2-D2 spins in the store. Wow! That's so fun. You just got an honorary pin. You always look at the pin at home that we have.
You want to spin some over there too?
And one huge change at Star Traders is that we used to be able to come in here and get one of these custom leather wristbands, which we always told you guys to do. Because they moved that, we were told, because there's no one coming off the ride anymore. If you still want to do that, you can go over to Frontierland. They still have a station over there where you can still do it in Arabesh and get your name written out.
That used to be right here. There was the spinning racks where you could pick out your band and get it made by one of the people behind the desk.
But the Star Speeder 1000 actually has replaced the station where they used to make these leather bracelets, which is okay. I mean, the Star Speeder 1000 toy is such a cool collectible. We almost bought one at Star Wars Celebration. You can see in our vlog that we did. That is a really, really cool collectible for your action figures.
So this is the Star Speeder 1000 that they sold at D23 that we passed on.
So currently, if you want to go into Star Tours, you'd probably just have to buy the toy to go on the experience, because it is shut down still for another month. But yeah, it's true. But it's cool. Like, you could just sit there in the dark and stick your head in there, and you feel like you're on the ride. It's fun.
This is a very cool print of Chewbacca playing with the little Millennium Falcon. Very, very cute. Alice also liked them and just was pulling them all out to look at them. Oh, these are cool. There's some Star Wars ornaments in the corner. Squeeze the button. It's a popcorn bucket. Alice likes that one. This C-3PO was also sold at D23.
And this corner is always fun. This is where you can actually get some kids' costumes. We love coming over here. Alice, our daughter, loves playing over here. They always have a lot of the Grogu merchandise. There's still a lot of fun things here in Star Tours. I love this shop. I hope it doesn't disappear.
Oh, this is such a cute Grogu mug. It's all sleepy, and he's got the stirring spoon. You want to get that R2? Yeah. If you can't get the $400 giant Star Speeder 1000, you get this little Hot Wheels style version, or they have the next step up. They have the die cast piece. But I do love that they actually have actual Star Tours merch for the ride on this area of the store too. I love this sweatshirt. It is really cool. I've always wanted to get it. Or they have a Star Speeder 1000 t-shirt with a little bit of nice embroidery on it too. It's a really fun piece. And this shirt is actually one that Ashley has and loves and wears all the time. It's one of her favorite shirts. So I'm glad this one's still available if you ever wanted to come pick one up. It's a nice, good baggy shirt. Some of the more high-end collectibles are still here. All the helmets. I want to get that one next if I get one. Which one do you like? Which is your favorite one? You like the gold helmet? The armorer? You have Mandalorian at home. Yeah, we have him at home. And in the back of the store, they literally have stuffed animals, things you would see in a lot of the other Disneyland shops. Yeah. Coffee mugs, hats, Disney ears, and stuffed animals. I mean, they literally have a lot of what's available in the other Disney stores now here in the back of the shop.
This is a fun piece, though. This backpack has a lot of history for Ashley and I. She was wearing this Yoda backpack on our very first date to Disneyland. The fact that she was wearing this and how silly she was and how much fun we had just playing in line together. I was like, I love this woman. I think she's the one. I'm just not going to tell her for a little while. But we had so much fun that I just immediately the next weekend we said, let's go back to Disneyland and continue to have fun. So it's all thanks to this Yoda backpack that you guys are here right now having fun with us on our channel. Very cute plush Chewbacca. I just showed it to Alice and she said, put him back. She's got a weird love-hate with Chewie. She used to love Chewie. As she's gotten a little older, she's gotten a little scared of him, I think. But I think she's coming back around. But apparently not today. Today's not the day.
This area has a whole Darth Vader collection that's been out for a little while. I wish this was small enough for Alice. This is such a cool jacket. Look at this. Kind of like a Han Solo-y jacket almost. The simplicity of it. It's kind of quilted and thick. But if you look at the patterns on it, it just looks like a starfield. But there's that subtle design with Vader in there. What else is he? Yeah, you can see it better on the back. You can see Darth Vader in there, and it's really cool. I wish this was also an adult shirt. I would wear it totally. It's going for $60.
And if you don't want to make your way all the way over to Galaxy's Edge to look at the lightsabers, you can actually buy a lightsaber here, and it's already boxed up. Currently, they have Ahsoka's lightsabers, they have Darth Vader, they have the Darksaber, And they have Cal Kestis. The Ahsoka sabers are both of her sabers, and they're going for $349. All the other lightsabers are going for $219, so $220 for one of those already ready to go. I hope Star Tours never leaves. I hope it's always here in Tomorrowland. It's such a nostalgic ride. It's been here for so long. I just don't think it would make sense for it to move ever from this location. I hope they never get rid of the ride. We're always gonna have more Star Wars, and there's always upgrades that they can continue to do to this experience. But I'm still curious, do you think they would ever get rid of Star Tours completely? Do you think they would move it to Galaxy's Edge? What are your thoughts and feelings about Star Tours? Do you like Star Tours more than you like the rides at Galaxy's Edge? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. Flight crew, if you're interested in any of the gear I'm wearing today, this hat, shirt, and my bag are all from Heroes and Villains, and if you want to pick up anything from Heroes and Villains, you can use our code in the description below and get 20% off your entire order. It's my X-Wing pilot bag for today. It is one of my favorite backpacks that they have. This is combo diaper bag and daddy camera bag today. So all these changes in Star Trade are just proof that, you know, this is just how life is. Nothing stays the same forever. Things are going to change. There's going to be periods where fans are really into Star Wars, and then it's going to kind of die off for a little bit. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out next year, there's going to be a massive hype again for Star Wars, and this store is probably going to be all merchandise for that movie. I honestly don't think that Star Tours and Star Traders is going anywhere. It's such a staple of Tomorrowland. Look, if they can't fix the people movers, I don't think they're going to be removing this ride anytime soon, because it just create such an impact on the overall land and people walking into the land. It'd be very difficult for them to completely replace this. I mean, the old Star Wars launch bay is a good example of that. That's just kind of like an empty facility that is now the vacation club facility. So thank you again, flight crew, and all of our new flight crew members who've joined us today. Thank you for joining our Cozy Space Fantasy family here on Always Believe. Usually Ashley is also here with us. But if you want to watch some more content with Ashley, again, make sure to subscribe to her brand new channel, Whimsy with Ashley, for even more cozy fun. Until next time, always believe.